YouTube. This is me, Asian Dave, aka Fanatical for Jesus, aka Dawei, aka David Chu. I'm just coming to you real quick. I want to do a video series on my experiences in Southern Peaks Regional Treatment Center. This is this is a treatment center for young for teens located in Kansas City, Colorado, and it's supposed to be a 6 to 9 month program, but I turned it into a 2.5 year thing for me. And I went in there, I think in 2006. I don't know. I went in there when I was 16. No, that's not right. Yeah, 16. Or maybe it was just right before my 16th birthday. And I got out of there by the time I was like 18 and a half or 19, however you want to look at it. But my experience there when I was first there, it was when I first got in there, it was hell. Like literally, it was a brand new facility, so they were just learning how to do things. They were getting things together, so it was a brand new facility. It seemed like they were just hiring just about anybody off the street, but they definitely didn't have their stuff together. They really didn't. Like it was really hell. Like they were going off of the same thing. They had a point system and levels. They had like 5 levels, and each level had different privileges except level one. Level one had no privileges. Um, and you earn points to get levels, and then once you get to level 5, you're close to discharging. Well, you have to get staff approval to get to level 5, and then staff have to have a meeting, and they decide whether or not you're good enough to be a level 5 client. And in order to be a level 5, you have to show leadership skills, you have to run some groups, and so on and so forth. But that was later on. Okay, starting in the beginning, when I first went there, it was so crazy. Like, literally, every single Sunday, there was a literal riot that would break out. No, I'm not joking, I'm not exaggerating. There was a little riot, a literal riot that would break out every Sunday. It was so bad that we started calling Sunday Psycho Sunday. That's how it was. We called it Psycho Sunday because every Sunday there was a riot, and kids would be running all over the place, acting a fool. The staff was severely understaffed, so they couldn't really contain all the kids that were acting crazy, and some staff were just punks, and they would get beat up by the kids, and it always started off like the little kids on their unit, they would act up first. The older kids would rush out there to stop the little kids from acting up. Then the girls would see the older guys out and they'd start acting up. And then some of the older guys would sneak off with the girls and go have sex with them behind the gym. And it was a literal mess. It really was. And then after that, um, I don't know. It turned into Psycho Sundays, and then it turned. Then there ended up becoming that we got into Maniac Mondays because there was riots on Monday, and then Twisted Tuesdays. I literally thought that there was going to be there eventually there was going to become a name for every single day of the week. I really did. I thought there was going to get to the point where there was riots every single day, but eventually things started to calm down because they started hiring actual staff that they actually started hiring staff members from correctional facilities, and the staff from correctional facilities had the mindset of working in a prison, so they ran the units like how they were used to running units, but some of them kind of took it too far. um they really did. They took it too far. I remember one time, um this kid was being restrained, and this other kid was in the room punching the staff member in the face, and I walked up with two huge, big ass hardcover textbooks, and I threw the textbooks directly at the back of the staff member's head, and he got so pissed. But he still held on to the kid and was still restraining him, and but he like the look on his face, he looked like he wanted to get up and just tackle me into the wall. But another staff member came over and grabbed me and threw me up against the wall and was like, "What the hell's your problem?" That was during one of the riots. But anyways, um, I remember we had a therapist there by the name of Dr. Robert Bell, and he was our therapist for about, on our unit, every unit had a different therapist. And on our unit, he was our therapist for about maybe like a year and a half. And he he was pretty eccentric. Like he he had a Ellen John ringtone that he would always dance to every time it would go off. And honestly, everybody in the unit thought he was gay, but he was actually something else. I'll go into that later when I get there. But anyways, he would run groups, and no one really liked him for some reason. But me, I was the only one that liked him. Like I enjoyed his groups, and we would have individual counseling, and he really helped me out a lot in individual counseling. But nobody else really liked him. He was a pretty passive guy. Like he wasn't very confrontational. Um, I mean, at times he did get confrontational, but not really. He was pretty passive. No one really took him seriously. Um, yeah, and then there was a couple staff members there that I remember that really meant a lot to me. That really affected my life. And one of them, her name was Miss Lynette. She actually was like a second mother to me. She helped me out a lot. She would bring me books from the library to read, and then she would talk any time I was like in a stressed out mood, or like, because my moods were like a roller coaster. I mean, they still are, but back then they were really like a roller coaster. And anytime I was stressed out or mad or upset or whatever, I would talk to her, and she'll get me right back on the right track again. Um, there was another staff member there by the name of Jerome, and he would do the same thing. Like whenever I would talk to him, like he would help me out get back on the right track and get back in the right mind frame. And so there was a few staff members that I liked, and then there was other staff members that were just absolute dicks. They were completely absolute assholes. Like, and it seemed like all the staff members that everybody else liked, I didn't like because they were an asshole specifically to me. But all the staff members that I liked, that nobody else liked because they weren't really nice to other people. They were nice to me, so I liked them. It was really strange because I didn't really like a lot of the staff members that a lot of the other kids got along with, and they'll play spades with them and have fun with. But I didn't really talk to them because I thought they were assholes and they were dicks. Um, so I didn't really. It was just. Anyways, so I'm gonna end this video here. Um, I'm gonna put part two up like later on. So yeah, have a good day. God bless you, and stay awesome, Gotham. Deuces.